and welcome back to the making of Odd Guy Art. Today we're going to talk about our t-shirts and how we go about designing them.
That's right, and as computers weren't around when Marie and I were young, we still use the old tools of the trade. While our contemporaries are coddling themselves in their cushy office chairs with their sissy PCs, where is our drafting table using the archetypal drawing instruments that were good enough for our ancestors and they're good enough for us, right Marie?
So we have the sort of process that we use to create our designs, and it goes something like this. First, we have what we call an idea session. These idea sessions last a long time, sometimes late into the night. We bounce ideas off each other and try to come up with something we hope appeals to a lot of different people. Typically, we come up with hundreds of ideas before settling on just the right one.
Once we decide on a design, we get to work.
Graham usually does the preliminary drawing, the rough sketch. And then I come in with my newfangled felt tip ink pens and I tidy things up a bit. And finally, it's finished and ready to take to the printer.
Most printers want electric mail files or zipper drives or floppy whatsits. But we found a local printer that takes our artwork on paper like artwork was meant to be, and frankly I think they respect us all the more for it.
Then the printer takes our artwork and creates what they call a screen. We don't really know how they transfer our design onto the screen. It's one of those closely guarded industry secrets that they can't let fall into the wrong hands. It might result in a back alley print den or illegal trademark rip-offs or something like that. Best to keep it under wraps.
Your average Nigel doesn't realise how the screen printing process works, and we here at oddguyart are no exception. The printers never let us in the back to see how it's done, so we can only assume that they hire feral children or tiny elves to operate the presses.
Graham?
Just a theory. And that is how they mass print our t-shirts. Sometimes we really put them to work by ordering quantities of 50 or more, just so that they know they're dealing with professionals here.
Join us next time when we show you how we go about making and dyeing our shirts ourselves, so that the printer has something to print our designs on.
We prefer to save a few pennies by sewing and colouring our shirts ourselves, by hand. It keeps our overall costs down and gives us something fun to do.
You have a really interesting notion of fun.
What?
We're done.